Have you ever felt abandoned? As though God has hidden his face, leaving you alone in silence, wondering why the people, the places, and even the routines that once brought comfort are gone. And the shocking truth is that this divine isolation is not rejection, but preparation. A hidden calling to draw you closer into the secret places of his presence where your faith can be refined, your spirit awakened, and your heart aligned with his will. Because Mark chapter 1 verse 35 reminds us that Jesus himself often withdrew to solitary places to pray, showing that intimacy with God requires distance from distraction, and what feels like emptiness or loneliness is actually fertile ground for spiritual growth, teaching you patience when prayers seem delayed, perseverance when hope seems distant, and sensitivity to his voice that the noise of the world would have otherwise drowned. And you must understand that the enemy wants you to believe this isolation is punishment, that no one notices, that your struggles are meaningless. But the hidden reality is that God is orchestrating a space for transformation, where the distractions, the busyness, and the constant demands of people and the world are stripped away so your soul can hear the whisper of the Spirit. Where Romans chapter 8, verse 22, you that all things, even these quiet solitary seasons, work together for your good when you love him and are called according to his purpose. And this is the first insight. Solitude with God is not empty time, it is sacred time, secretly designed to prepare you for greater intimacy and clarity, to strengthen your prayer life, and to awaken hidden gifts that only reveal themselves in quieter obedience. And the second insight is that divine isolation is a test of trust, because you will want to fill the silence with noise, distraction, or even despair. But Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, beckons you to come to him when weary and burdened, and only in stillness can you truly experience the rest he promises. And the third insight is that being alone with God exposes your hidden dependencies, your unspoken fears, and your unresolved longings, giving him the opportunity to refine your character, to cultivate humility, and to teach you reliance on his wisdom rather than your own. And every tear, every moment of doubt, every long night is counted in Psalm 56, verse 8, showing that even in what seems like solitude, God is intimately aware of your heart, and this hidden labor is producing fruit that will endure beyond the visible, building resilience, discernment, and an unshakable trust in his timing. And you must recognize that solitude is not absence. It is presence of the highest order, where his spirit speaks in whispers that cannot be heard in the chaos of social noise, political tension, or personal anxiety. And though the world tells you to rush, to fill your life with noise and activity, the divine pause is a warning that preparation cannot be hurried, that breakthrough requires internal transformation before external revelation. And when you begin to embrace these moments, you will notice subtle signs: a growing peace despite uncertainty, clarity where confusion once reigned, wisdom in decisions that once seemed impossible, and a deepened intimacy with God that cannot be replicated in crowds or schedules. And remember, as Proverbs 3 verse 5-6 instructs, trusting in the Lord with all your heart and not relying on your own understanding allows him to direct your paths that are quietly formed in these hidden seasons of solitude. And the fourth insight is that God uses isolation to reveal your true priorities, separating temporary comforts from eternal treasures, teaching you to value his presence above popularity, his guidance above applause, and his timing above your own impatience. And this secret work of God is preparing you to emerge not only spiritually mature but keenly aware of his voice, able to discern his guidance amidst life's noise, and ready to fulfill the calling he has placed uniquely on your life. And the decisive challenge for you is to stop fearing the silence, to stop seeing solitude as emptiness, and to embrace it as a sacred, hidden preparation, knowing that when you step out of this season, you will carry a faith refined, a heart aligned, and a purpose revealed that could not have been forged in comfort, distraction, or the approval of others. So lift your spirit, quiet your mind, and trust the one who orchestrates every hidden moment. For this isolation is his gift, his secret power, and his invitation to discover the fullness of life that only comes when you are alone with God.